Hi, I'm Dave Watkins. I'm a data strategy director. I help our clients drive actionable insight from their data. Hi, I'm Charlie Toller, music lead at Prism, which is a division of VML, and I look after all things music culture, rights holders, putting brands in music culture.
And hi, I'm Victoria, social insights director. I look after all our clients' social media research needs.
When we kind of started working together with Prism on some data-driven music partnerships, we've seen a lot of commentary in the music space around superfans. We wanted to dissect superfans in a way that they'd not been kind of dissected before, understanding, how fandoms differ from one another, how they overlap, and the audiences that make up different fandoms. So we identified the need for the report and the work because we wanted to create an agnostic solution for our clients that allowed us to have data-driven insights in the music space. We wanted to have data-driven insights across that whole space.
I've known the team at Audiense for quite some time. I think, we work in social listening or social insights, and they're pretty much like part of your standard tech stack. So from the minute I started out in the industry, 6-7 years ago now, I've always worked with them. Where we really wanted to use Audiense was to kind of get at the crux of one of the key problems we wanted this white paper to tackle, which was essentially to be able to better understand who exactly is the music fan, understanding that the superfan isn't just, one group who all think and act and behave in the same way, and they are incredibly nuanced. Social data is really great for understanding this, right? Because it enables us to understand every single interaction that audiences are having. So by being able to, for example, dig into who the Swifties are and understand exactly the sub-communities that make up that kind of fandom and how they joined that fandom in the first place, or are they interested in ex-boyfriends, for example, or a particular release at a certain moment in time? That really helps us understand them better, and that's what we use Audiense for. So some of the most surprising and impactful results that we found in the report, I think, were just, understanding how many different communities actually existed. So we used Audiense to analyze some of the most streamed artists on Spotify, and we looked at around 4 to 5 different artists. And within those 45 different artists, we analysed over 600,000 different fans. And we found for all those different fans, when you looked across the different artist fandoms, we found more than 200 different communities that existed, which is, a huge number.
So one of the really interesting insights we unpacked in the report is when looking at what you would expect on the surface, or what some people would expect on the surface to be quite similar artists with similar fan bases, we saw the total difference. So in this case, we analysed the audiences of Kendrick Lamar and Future. Yes, they're both rappers. However, when we looked at their audiences, they couldn't be more different. Best place to engage Kendrick Lamar fans, National Geographic. Best place to engage Future fans, ESPN. These are the type of insights that we're finding all over the place.
Since we released the report, we've had a number of new inquiries from the wider business, so people that work into the account teams, to build narrative around exactly what challenges face them at the moment, which is making sense of our clients' customer bases, finding the correlation between cultural movements, sentiments, understanding the communities around the brands themselves and the different communities that stem from that.
I think what's really great is that actually it's given birth to this really powerful data-driven methodology that we're able to replicate and use across our clients. There isn't really a single client that we have in the building where this isn't relevant for. So it's become really scalable, really evergreen, and we're really excited to keep using it.
We've got a beer brand that is a partner of ours, obviously partner that's got a global footprint, and fan segmentation is central to a lot of the work that they're doing in their channel strategy. So a lot of what's in the report and the process that go into some detail in the report, but obviously there's a lot more in development constantly. Like a lot of product development, what we're doing as a business and a lot of the themes that frame the white paper is it's an ongoing process. So we are going to be updating our sort of approach and perspective on things as the wider music industry landscape changes and media platforms evolve and things like that. So there will be other iterations, but we've yet to work out exactly how they'll manifest themselves. But I think it's looking like it could be some kind of annual report to provide our perspectives on how things are shaping up. I think audience tools are fundamentally going to be really important. We have got lots of different talent partnerships coming out over the next few months. Just done a big partnership with DJ at Scream, who's really cool. I think he's touring the US at the moment. We have got a packed schedule full of UK festivals. We're doing things in Ibiza at the moment with Ushuaia and High. An increasing amount of global stuff. There's a campaign in development that actually it's not due to go out until beginning of next year, which I think will be cool. That's all around the big female empowerment component to that, which is really interesting and see how that translates into music culture. So the report is on VML.com. Very easy to download. We'd ask everyone to go and do that and stay in touch as well. We've got obviously our socials are pretty active, and anyone who wants to get in touch with us, they can do that through the website.